Okay, it is Monday, October 14th. Rained all night, rained all day yesterday, rained all night. Gonna rain a little bit into the day, but we've got a couple hours. Check the radar, it's not gonna be any rain. So I'm heading in. Same spot I left my climber when I was hunting with Porter last week. I'm just gonna move it up the ridge a little bit more. And bucks have been in there, they've been fighting, they've been sparring. They've been following does. There was at least one hot doe, that gimpy doe that was in there, three-legged doe. She was hot because she had a buck or a couple different bucks following her trail 10-15 minutes after she went through, at least a couple of times. So I'm gonna get in there. Can only hunt the morning till about 9, and brought my rattling horns, do a little rattling, have my grunt tube. And hopefully this rain holds off for the whole sit and I can get some footage. Got a north wind, the wind's blowing into the unhuntable piece, into the bedding. So I'm trying to get in there and cut them off before they get back to that bedding area. And probably around 7 o'clock I'll hit the rattle and horns together and see what happens. Bucks have been cruising through. Got a nice 8-pointer with tall tines a couple nights ago in here, and there's been a bunch of bucks fighting, so good time to test out the rattle horns. Only gonna be in here for about 2.5 hours, and then I got a boogie, so try to make something happen. This was my first match set of antlers way back in it was probably 2021 when I started shed hunting. Oh, my wind is going that way. There's a deer there. I just got winded. Nothing I can do about that. I'm gonna wait for it to settle down, or so give it another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna rattle. It was the three-legged doe that might be in heat. Two times there's been a buck about 10 to 20 minutes after that three-legged doe went through, so keeping a keen eye down there. it's raining like this, you're hardly ever going to hear the deer first, so you got to use your eyes. Oh yeah, we got a buck chasing. The buck just pestered that doe in front of me. But then she took off. She just walked by me at 20 yards. Got behind me downwind, but here comes that big buck. I don't know how big he is, but he's mature. Here he comes. Was cool. He was younger than I thought. It's probably a 2-year-old, maybe 3, but not what I want to shoot in here. That buck has been with a bigger bully buck. I have to see what that one looks like when he gets up close, but that one came right to me. I saw him push that doe around. Doe went behind me downwind. She didn't blow. And I saw him kind of working the opposite way. So I grunted and then rattled a little bit more. Just got my rattle and horn tree here. Tickled them together a few times and he came right at me. Okay, well, it's 5 minutes after legal. I think I just heard a doe bleat out in front of me here. Back in the same spot. There was some chasing yesterday, and in daylight yesterday afternoon. Nice 10-pointers up in this area. 300 yards away yesterday anyway. So, hoping I get to see him or a big 8 or something here. Get a shooter into range. I'm gonna wait another 5 or 10 minutes where I can see a little bit better, and then we'll do a nice little light rattling sequence here. Feels good though, coldest day of the year. it's 8:05. I got about 40 minutes left before I climb down. Just did a rattling sequence here. It got pretty quiet. The wind died down. Gotta make something happen in the next 40 minutes, though. I'm gonna go to my son's fall festival at his school at 9:45, so. We'll see. It's been a quiet morning. Super cold. I thought there'd be a lot of movement, but I haven't seen anything. Just had 3 does come in on me. I didn't even hear them until they were right there. A doe was standing 25 yards looking at me with 2 fawns. She stomped at me and they took off, but they didn't blow or anything, but she definitely saw me. Maybe there's a buck around. We're definitely getting chased by something. I only got about 15 minutes before I gotta get out of this stand. So I hope something happens quick. Man, what a disaster. 8:40, now about maybe 8:30. These two does come running from behind me, panting. I knew there had to be something chasing them. They catch my wind, stick around, going back and forth for 20 minutes. I look at my phone, it's 8:45, that's when I'm supposed to be getting down the tree. Gotta get to my son's fall fest here. Anyway, it's about 8:50, and the doe stopped paying attention to me. And I look over and I see a 10-pointer, a nice big one. He's back in the scene, and he starts coming towards the does. He chases them around in front of me for a little bit. There's another big 8-pointer with him. There's a couple smaller satellite bucks. They're chasing this deer around me. I'm hoping for a shot. They don't give me any shots. They stick around me. I drop my rangefinder. Rangefinder thuds onto the ground. But it doesn't matter. They're in the rut. They don't know what's going on right now. I wish I could be sitting in here, but I also really want to go see my son. But when there's all kinds of bucks in front of you and there's rut activity in mid-October, that's pretty rare. So there's a big buck standing in front of me, about 45 yards. My wife calls me, it's 9:04. She's like, are you on your way home? I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way right now. She's like, all right, Fall Fest is in 40 minutes. So I hang up, lower my bow. I'm using a twisty bow rope, and that gives out about halfway down, and my bow falls. I just checked it, it's fine, but it landed right on a cam. And then I just climbed down with a 6-pointer looking at me 40 yards away. I had to climb down, but I left everything there, my backpack, my camera. I'm gonna try to get right back in here after. Aussie, you having fun?
Yeah.
Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that tootie. Okay, so after the craziest October sit I've ever had, and having to get down from the tree, bad timing, and lowering my bow, got it about halfway down, and the little twisties I use on the end of my bow lift unraveled and the bow fell, landed on the cam. So I'm gonna shoot it real quick. Hopefully it's all still on and I can get back into there ASAP, because there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of activity. So just gotta make sure the bow's shooting right, and I'll be back in the woods. One more for good measure. We're good. Never had one of these before. Everybody's talking about them. I don't know where I've been living. I never even seen them in a grocery store, but I picked up a pack, and I'm going to do a review on the way in real quick. Since it's going to be an all-day October sit, I got to eat. Uncrustable review. Grape jelly. Well, Tell you what, tastes like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Who would have thought? I like that it's still frozen, so the peanut butter is kind of like candy bar almost. But it's good. Be a good snack in the woods, except for I don't like this sound. I'm gonna have to eat one on the way in because I brought another one. But you better believe I will have an arrow knocked and I will be hunting my way back to the stand, because that was some crazy action, and those bucks can pop out of anywhere. Well, Uncrustables,